Halloween is just a few days away, and this year, knowing how to celebrate safety can be trickier than ever. So joining us this morning is Rich Woodruff of the Utah Red Cross with a couple of good recommendations with safety tips for you and the kids. Rich, thanks for being with us again here this morning.
Good to be here. Trickier is a good word for the
no kidding.
subject.
So, I think a lot of parents have been really thinking about how to celebrate safely this year.
Yeah, if you are going to take the kids out trick-or-treating, COVID rules should apply. Be thinking about social distancing. For example, if you approach a house and there's a group up on the porch, wait till they clear, go in. A lot of people that are offering candy do kind of a grab-and-go feature, maybe put it out in front and one bag per trick-or-treater, and then you've got the social distance and things like reflective costumes and be careful, walk against traffic, just some basic info we would share anyway.
Yeah, and that's kind of one of those things I've been thinking about as a homeowner. I'm not going to be home on Halloween night, but we do have trick-or-treaters come through there, and I don't want to disappoint them. So I thought, well, maybe if I can leave out the candy this year.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just, I don't know if that's what the CDC recommends, for the, I know that the CDC has a lot of things on this list that are saying you should probably just avoid altogether.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to find that balance, and I'm sure a lot of parents are too, is where do you find the line? I want to give the kids what they need to make it a great holiday, but at the same time, try and be safe when I'm doing it.
Yeah, good question. It's kind of a, what we don't recommend, what we do recommend. For example, haunted houses, not a good idea. Think about people screaming, spreading more virus, less social distancing. So, those kind of activities you might want to avoid. Hay rides with people you don't know, for example. But some good alternatives might be a virtual Halloween contest, maybe an indoor scavenger hunt, maybe pick a Halloween movie and dress up in themed costumes. So there are some things you can do as a family and as a group that aren't quite as risky.
Yeah, so we mentioned that there's some of those things the CDC is labeling as high risk. These are some of those alternatives you just mentioned as options that people might be able to choose as a low-risk alternative to some of these Halloween activities.
Yeah, the other thing too, if you are going to dress up, whether it's indoors, outdoors, you don't want to put a Halloween mask over a cloth mask, for example. There's a lot of cool Halloween-themed masks you can wear, so you can make that part of your costume. A couple of layers of materials, good advice as well. So be thinking of things like that.
Yeah, they say as far as masks go, you still want to wear the regular mask that we've all been wearing.
Yeah.
But if you shouldn't substitute a costume mask for your regular mask because it doesn't do the same thing.
Yeah,
and then you can't breathe with the two masks on top of each other.
Exactly. So things like that, fire retardant costumes, for example, reflectors, flashlights.
The normal safety ideas.
Yeah, but be thinking of those alternatives that the CDC recommends, much lower risk.
And of course, the high-risk things, again, we mentioned some of those things that we should avoid here. The CDC is recommending these things are considered high risk, so be aware if you're going to try and do some of these things.
Yeah, exactly. The recommendation from the CDC, where we get our information and share, these are good lists to look at. If you go to our website, there's probably a few more things that might be added to that.
I think a lot of people would be surprised to see trunk or treat was on that list. Not just trick or treating, but trunk or treat too, because that doesn't eliminate the issue.
Yeah, in fact, yesterday we live in a high-rise downtown. I looked down, and in a parking lot there was a trunk or treat going on, and everybody was socially distanced, and they would leave the treats in the trunk, and then they would, monitor and sort of referee the behavior and say, help yourself. But it was outdoors as well, and so, outdoor the risk is a little, is less anyway.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things to consider there, of course, for Halloween. You have a complete list of all those things as far as not only the high-risk activities, but some suggestions here for you to celebrate safely. On the Red Cross's website, we'll put a link there for you at abc4.com/GMU. Talking this morning with Rich Woodruff from the Utah Red Cross. Rich, thanks for being with us here again. Happy Halloween.
Thank you, you too.